Welcome everybody to another episode of the World's Greatest News and Reviews. I'm your boy Captain Mal, and today I'm joined by...
Oh shit, it's T Crawler, T CZ, oh nice and easy, lemon squeezy, you know that boy Spider son?
Just playing this Elseworlds, so we...
Are we in each other's bodies? Oh damn, T Crawler got sexy.
I was always sexy.
Different kind of sexy.
Oh jeez, but you switched spots.
So yeah, this is weird. The whole thing was the whole thing was weird. I am Captain Mal. This is T Crawler, and we were talking about Elseworlds, so we thought it'd be fun to switch spots. By the way, he had to do like 4 takes on that.
Man, I respect what you do.
Respect what I do.
The intro.
Okay. The intro. It's hard, right?
Oh man.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Anyway, Elseworlds Part 2. We
oh my
just got done watching it. If you didn't check out our Elseworlds Part 1 reaction review, check it out on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. We get pretty crazy hyped for it, and we're pretty crazy hyped to watch this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's try to keep it chronological. Starts out just where the last one ended. They go to Gotham. How was Gotham?
Gotham. Looks like Gotham.
It looks like Gotham. That was such a dumb thing to say, but the words came out of my mouth. Oh, that really looks like Gotham, like it's a fucking real place.
Well... Because most places, video games, movies, they all pretty much portray Gotham.
It looked like the Arkham video games Gotham.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you have to have a certain look to the city for it to be Gotham. And in DC, Central City looks different than Star City, and Metropolis looks different than Gotham. So
it felt like Batman. Like it felt like Gotham and all that. Yeah. So they go there to try to find the dude in the picture that Oliver drew, the guy with the book and all that. Spoilers, by the way. Monitor. They end up going to Wayne Tower, find out that Bruce Wayne is gone, and also Batman has been missing, which led to one of the funniest running jokes in the entire episode, where Oliver is just like, Batman's not real, Batman's a myth, and Flash is like, oh no, he's totally real. So they meet Cassandra King, aka what will be Batwoman, as Bruce's cousin, who's now running Wayne Enterprises. And she's like, if you came, to compare grappling hooks with Batman, you came to the wrong place. And then so Barry still as Oliver, he's just like, I would never compare myself to someone as badass as the Batman.
And Oliver as Barry's like, dude,
he's just like, the fuck. But like,
that was so funny.
Oh my god, I lost it the entire time. They're just like, Oliver's just like, Batman's not real. He's like, I did it first. I am the first vigilante.
Right? It's like, oh my god. Which in the comics, the fans that, you guys read the comics, you know that Oliver Queen and, Green Arrow and Batman, and Green Arrow's always trying to compare him, or say that he's the first vigilante, that, he's better than Batman, and there's this ongoing thing, so. And
people kind of mock him, because it's like, oh, you're just like Batman, but not as cool. So, like, this is where the show being really meta, and like we were talking about in the last episode, really self-aware, where they're just like poking fun at it.
Yeah.
God, it was cool.
What was next? So, they meet Kane, and of course, like Batman would, or like Bruce Wayne, she's watching them on the roof as she leaves them there to do whatever they're going to do. Let's see, skip forward.
So they end up finding out that they need to go to Arkham Asylum, because that's where this doctor worked, because they realize they're either looking for a book, or they're looking for the doctor who had the book.
Yeah.
So it takes us to Arkham, which
so you have Curtis, you have Felicity now, and then Cisco and Caitlin make an appearance, and of course, when you get Cisco and Curtis together, and they're both talking about, again, Quantum Leap was mentioned.
Another running joke.
So
comparing it to Freaky Friday or Quantum Leap, right, what with the body switch and all that.
So and so they make reference to that show again, which is pretty awesome. But so you have all these their tech people helping them, their team.
So they're trying to build a device. So they figure out there's this crazy lightning that's like following them around.
Yeah, red lightning.
They realize somebody's trying to breach to them. So they build this device to try to help them get over it. And so like kind of a breach opens, and fucking old school John Wesley said fucking Flash like half comes through and like warns them of something. It was very reminiscent of the Flash coming through in BBS. Like, oh, I'm too soon.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was gonna be like, I'm too soon. I was like, oh, just say it.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So they only get part of the message. That's how they know they need to go find this book, right? So they breach to Arkham. Right. So they all go into Arkham. Spoiler alert. Shit hits the fan at Arkham, and we get treated to a fuck ton of Easter eggs. You go down a tier, and you see the names.
You see
names.
We were looking at
the names.
Cobblepot, Isley. I think I can't remember the other one.
There's a bunch.
Yeah,
really really cool shit.
Oh man, so they find the doctor. They engage with him and blah blah blah. He hits this button that releases all the doors.
Yeah, so all the inmates come out.
So we're like, oh man, we're gonna see these people. All the nameplates we just saw. We're gonna see them. So there's a little chase that goes on.
All the inmates are fighting. John Diggle's there. He's throwing down.
Yeah, he's
whipping some ass.
He's seriously whipping ass. So so as he's whipping their ass, knocking them out, Flash comes through, puts them all back in their cells, and then you see the door for Cobblepot close. They're like, oh damn,
yeah,
we didn't see him.
They tease you.
Tease, man. So
but this one chick is throwing down with Caitlin with Killer Frost.
Yeah, and she grabs
fucking Victor Freeze's gun and just starts blasting her. And like in the fight, they knock over her.
This must have been the evidence room.
Yeah, it must have been because there's a bunch of shit in there.
It had Bane's mask.
Yeah, like Dark Knight Rises Bane's mask.
Yeah,
like, it was crazy.
So we had the Freeze's gun or ray, whatever you want to call it.
Like a boomerang was in there.
The boomerang, and then when they knocked over the boxes.
Yeah. And so like these vials break and like just stuff goes in the air and like, oh, what is that? And it zooms in. It's Crane. You're like, oh, fear toxin.
So mind you, every time something like this happens, this guy is whooping my ass. Like he's hitting me,
and
like
so,
beating me, I'm like ah.
As we know, I'm the big DC kind of guy, and so every time something big happens, I'm like ah, and I'm just like fucking not on purpose. You hurt the ones you love. So this happens, and so now Oliver and Barry are like tweaking out, and they're seeing their worst fears, but as the representation of the body that they're in. Right. So Oliver is seeing Barry's worst fear, which is Reverse Flash, and Barry is seeing Oliver's worst fear, which is Malcolm Merlyn. Yeah. And so like it's really cool. So they start fighting each other, thinking they're fighting their enemy. Right. And really cool dialogue where they're just getting taunted and getting the shit talked to them. But so enter Batwoman. She shows up because she knew chaos was gonna ensue. Right. Breaks up the fight, kind of saves the day, saves them all.
Lets them know that they're under strong hallucinogen. Yeah. She picks up one of the files, obviously.
Although no actual cure, she just kind of knocks them down. She's like, you guys are under a strong hallucinogen. He's like, well, I knew that would happen. It's like,
really?
Like I would have like just a little like hit him with the fucking needle and undrug him.
Something.
But anyway, so they end up getting out of there and they're all saying goodbye. And so Supergirl, it was probably the best freak out moment of the episode. Supergirl's talking to Batwoman, they're the last two standing there. And she's like,
whoa. Before that, I have to mention this. This is the part that I laugh at. I thought when they're standing there with Batwoman in front of them, Barry has Oliver asked, so riding the Batmobile is probably the question, And she's like, no chance of that.
Leave.
So,
get the hell out.
So everybody leaves, and then
so Supergirl's standing there, and she uses the X-ray vision to see that it's Kate, the one they were talking to earlier, and she's like, oh well, I'm sure Kara Danvers has done other stuff to do, like total Batman moment. She's like, oh yeah, I know who the fuck you are too. Yeah. And she's like, oh well, okay, well too bad I gotta go because I think we'd make a great team. They reach out hands to shake, and Batman's like, world's finest. And I'm like, ah! And I just started working his ass. So I was like, world's finest. Wait. You're a fucking world's finest. If you don't know, Batman and Superman are referred to as the world's finest. The reason this page and channel are named as it is because I wanted to call it the world's finest news and reviews, but fearing a lawsuit, I changed it to the world's greatest. Because I'm smart that way. So we both freak the fuck out. I just get violent in it. In my freakouts. So that could have ended right there. But it didn't end.
No, it didn't. No.
So afterward, they go back.
I get my ass whipped again.
They go back to Star Lab. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Anyway, Enter Earth 90 Flash, original 90s Flash shows up.
And they say Jay?
And they're like,
no, I'm Barry Allen.
Yeah, like, Dad, nope, I'm Barry Allen. Like, oh.
So...
Oh, and then he sees John Diggle, and he's like, John? And John's like, you know me? And he's like, you're not wearing your ring.
I guess things are different here. And it literally, it took us a couple seconds.
No, fuck you. I got it right away. I got it. I was like, no. And then you looked at me like a dumb bitch. And we're like, what?
Whatever.
And then he loses it. Because there was a couple seasons ago, there were rumors swirling around that John Diggle's middle name was going to be Stewart, right. John Stewart, and he was going to be the Green Lantern.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Again, just little shit like that is fucking awesome. Like, it's so cool. Because that means maybe one day we'll get it, we'll see it. So, long story short, they realize that it's the Monitor, and he's basically testing all the different worlds, all the different universes, right. to find one that's worthy to stand up to a threat that is coming. I didn't really catch that because I was too busy nerdgasming everywhere. But anyway, so then the four of them, the two Flashes, Arrow, and Supergirl are like squaring off against him. And this was a really sad movie. So like 90s Flash is like, I'm gonna stop you, and he goes to run, and then he just wormhole just breaches him out of there, and he's just gone. And we're just like, oh, sad. That was quick. It's very short-lived. Oh, ugly duckling. So then it ends with him changing reality again, and now Oliver and Barry are themselves again, but they're
the Trigger Twins.
The Trigger Twins. They're bad guys, and then cops show up that are various bad guys from previous seasons. Go to arrest them. They run away.
Cop wasn't just any cop. It was.
It was Merlin. It was.
Was it Merlin also?
One was Merlin.
Shit, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
one was the main guy from Arrow.
Diaz.
Diaz.
And then the other one was Deathstroke's son.
Oh crap.
Yeah, they were all. Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, so they were all. So they get away,
I
and
think
then
I was hiding. I didn't want to beat anymore, so I didn't see it.
It's my fault for making them so mad. But then anyway, they're running away. They're on a rooftop. I'm like, what are we gonna do? And then all of a sudden, Superman, fucking black suit Superman shows up, and he's like, no matter where you run, I'm gonna find you. And I'm just like, you're giving me a black suit Superman. That's really all I wanted in the Justice League movie. I mean, I wanted a bunch of things like for it to be good, but I wanted black suit Superman, and they were gonna do it, and they went back on it, and Berlanti's like, no, you know what? I'm the DC guy. Black suit Superman. That's what he gave me, and I'm so happy for it because it looked awesome. We are really hyped up.
Yeah.
We have a lot of energy.
And this is part 2.
We're literally gonna stop this, upload, watch part 3, and then we're gonna film the video for part 3 and for all of it. So, any closing thoughts?
No, let's get to it.
Okay. So thank you for joining us on this episode of the World's Greatest News and Reviews. As always, if you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. Peace!